Hi everyone, my name is Karylle and welcome to my podcast, Case Drama. Case Drama is going places and I think we're manifesting quite a lot because I keep saying I think I want to do this and I want to do that, and just the title of the podcast itself, Case Drama, it was meant to mean all the dramatic things that I have in my life or all my drama or cuento and catch up with friends, but now it is totally becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. They say that you're supposed to name things well because you attract whatever you name something. So Case Drama is now attracting K-dramas. How crazy is that? Thank you so much to Prime Video for inviting us again. So in Seoul, Korea, I met my number one oppa. The first K-drama I ever watched was starring Lee Dong-wook or Wookie, and that is Bubblegum. He is amazing because he's the one who opened the doors of the K-drama world for me. So thank you so much for being so nice. I think one thing that I wasn't able to stress was how nice he was about extending my time because he took a long time answering my well thought of question. So thank you so much. I appreciate that you really wanted to answer my question very well, which of course he did. And then he gave me extra time because he took up a lot of the 10 minutes which was assigned to me. So 감사합니다 once again. That's very sweet and considerate. Thank you. And because we had a good podcast that time, we were invited once again, and this time to the Good Boy World Premiere here in Bangkok, Thailand. We are in a mall. This is the Siam Icon. If you've ever been here, put a comment down below. We'd love to hear about what you loved about this place. It's not my first time in Thailand, but it's my first time interacting with the locals in this kind of venue. So I didn't know what to do, so I brought some of my lolo in me to the venue because we have a boxer, an Olympic boxer, we have an Olympic fencer, and Olympic shooter in the drama. So I thought maybe if I wear something from like a boxing costume or a workout outfit. Of course, I'm wearing ribbons and something like a princess crown. It is not fitting to the theme of the boxing and all that and the police force, but I felt like this is me. So I brought like a boxing robe because my grandfather is a boxing referee. So that's what I actually wore when I got married for the pictorial, the big shoot before you wear your wedding gown. So it's a little of my grandfather in me. It's the boxer in me. It is why I do boxing, actually. And I love how the crowd responded so well when I suddenly wore the robe. They were so, I think, appreciative that I made an effort to be in theme because this is not the theme, but of course, this is what one wears to a blue carpet premiere. I was also very happy meeting all the influencers from all over the world. One of them, of course, is Ann Curtis, my batchmate in the K-drama life, fangirl life. It's nice to be fully a fan. Like, whatever the peak of being a fan is, I think we are able to reach that because we are so into our dramas. We like doing episode recaps. We love discussing the music. We love discussing everything. And just like being kilig, because that's how it feels like to be a fan. You're just so happy, especially when you meet your oppas. And hopefully later on we can have a chat with Anne. I've been chatting with her like the whole weekend, and it's been fun because I feel so young. You know, when you see your classmate from Kilig Academy or whatever, it just brings you to that younger self when you were first excited about certain things, whether it be music or K-dramas or whatever it is that you love or whatever makes your heart go or shadam daram, sham daram. So yeah, let's see what happens in the event. Wish me luck. I had a very nice breakfast at the hotel. We stayed at the Four Seasons and it was just so beautiful. So we were super duper excited, getting ready. I didn't know what to expect in the event, although of course we know that there's like a glam bot, and this is me in the glam bot. Thank you to all the people of Thailand who, they don't even know me, but they were very supportive of my little pose. That's me. And that's my red boxing robe. I kind of wish now that I brought out the boxing gloves. It's in my bag, but we didn't go that far. Thank you. Oh, hello to all the Filipinos. That's them. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Mahal ko kayo. Thank you so much for just being so supportive. I mean, it's not my show or anything, but it was cool to see all of you being fangirls with me. Thank you. Thank you. Maraming salamat. And this is me during one of the interviews. And it's just cute also to see everyone from Prime Video, everyone from Amazon Prime. Shout out to you. I could see you as I was doing my interview. Maraming salamat. And then we went upstairs and there's a little more blue carpet. And then, I was like, wow, so I'm doing an event here in Thailand. It's my first time, so it's very exciting for me. And then we went inside the theater to do the press conference. So this is the part that I prepared for. I wrote down my question, which they approved, and I wrote it a second time with a different pen because I'm cute like that. And I left both in the hotel after taking photos with it and everything. Yeah, okay. I was too excited. Okay, fine. So I'm here. I'm looking for a piece of paper. Does anyone have a piece of paper? It's like me begging for bread. And then I found a piece of paper. And then I was like, I can't read it because the pen is blue and the lights were blue because, Prime Video is blue. And I'm thinking, will I be able to do this? But it was so nice because even if there are translations on your earpiece, that's how it works during an international press conference. It's a little distracting that there's Korean and then there's Thai and then I speak in English. But I was able to fully concentrate, but it took all my willpower to just focus on the language that I know. So shout out to everyone who's multilingual. You don't even need those translator pieces. So I asked the cast a question.
Next question, I would like to invite Karylle. Kun Karylle. Yes, please. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 Karyll입니다. For the podcast K-Drama Philippines. As actors, we know how dedicated you all can be to your roles. Pakpugong, you've had roles where you played a paduk player, a runner who did open water swimming, wow, and now a boxer. Isangi, you recently played a boxer, and in Good Boy, a fencer. And of course, Kim So-yoon, with this being your first athlete role, how much do you all delve into the sport or the skills that your characters excel in? To what extent do you prepare for these roles?
네, 저는 굿보이를 위해서 복싱을 6개월 이상 매일 2시간씩 훈련을 받았고요. 그리고 복싱 훈련과 더불어 근력 운동을 1시간 이상씩 했던 기억이 납니다. 그리고 시간 날 때마다 여기 계신 상희 배우님이랑 원석 배우님이랑 촬영장 부근에서 항상 같이 운동을 하며 체중을 증량하고 근육량을 또 키웠던 기억이 납니다.
저도 이제 배우들 다 마찬가지로 한 6개월 정도 훈련을 했고요. 사격은 사실 보기와는 다르게 좀 보기에는 사실 그냥 서가지고 총을 쏘면 끝나는 느낌인데 훈련할 때 거의 한 40분, 1시간, 2시간을 같은 자세로 계속 서 있어야 돼요. 근데 이게 체중이 왼쪽 다리에 거의 다 실리다 보니까 무릎이랑 이제 골반이 너무 아파서 식은땀이 나는데 그거를 약간 참아내고 계속 집중을 해야 되는 거라서 그런 좀 뭔가 참아내는 아픔을 좀 이겨내고 계속 집중하는 그런 것들이 그냥 꾸준히 하는 수밖에 없더라고요. 그래서 그게 익숙해져서 나중에는 신경이 안 쓰일 때까지 좀 잘 이겨낼 수 있도록 노력을 한 것 같습니다.
저도 비슷하게 6개월 이상 배웠고 저는 좀 액션 요번에 펜싱 하기 전에 좀 스스로 다짐했던 게 최대한 스턴트맨 대역 없이 내가 뭐 최대한 해내보자라는 생각으로 좀 배웠습니다. 물론 위험한 장면 스턴트맨께서 대신 해주셨는데 좀 그런 다짐으로 제가 최대한 해보려고 했습니다.
It was nice, and I could see that they were waiting to see my reaction, but my reaction is delayed because I have to wait for the translation. So now I kind of wish like I spoke in Korean. Maybe for the next one, I already know enough words to understand. Why did I ask that question? I think for any role, especially an action role, we all prepare. So I've done Encantadia and Ma'am Chief where I really have to prepare for the fight scenes. And it's one of the hardest things to do because your body has to really be ready. Otherwise, you could get injured and you just don't look legit. So I was really curious how long the learning process is for people in K-dramas. And the answer is 6 months. They do 6 months of training, and that's intense because I guess you have to teach your muscles, you know, the muscle memory, etc. And it's like a whole new sport. And they are not just casual athletes. They are not just professional athletes. They are all Olympians. So 6 months of training for that. I think Park Bo-gum is the one who mentioned he does 2 hours a day of training. So that's a lot. And that kind of dedication is really noteworthy because, wow, how does one really become their best for a role to be taken seriously? And that's what it takes. And that's really inspiring. Of course, that is a lot of budget as well. So it's nice to know that they would really allot time and budget just to be very legit. So I'm really excited to see all the fight scenes. And of course, there's scenes in the Olympics. I'm assuming that there will be scenes also in the Olympics. So one of the influencers here that I really, really was drawn to is Midori. She came all the way from Brazil. And she's so cute and sweet because when we were in the lobby early on today, she was singing with me. I was like, oh, obrigada. Because that's all I know about Brazil. And I think we were singing Mas Que Nada. And it was cute because, you know, she was just like vibing and everything. And when she asked her question during the press conference, it drew in such a great response because she flew like 22 hours to be here. And the cast was, of course, very happy and surprised that somebody from Brazil came all the way to Thailand just to be with everybody for this premiere. And apparently they have a lot of fans there and they're looking forward to traveling all the way to Brazil to be with their K-drama fans. Another cute part in the press conference was how the cast was somehow talking about a season 2. So hopefully you guys watch Good Boy so that there will be a season 2. And they were already dreaming it up. Oh, maybe it could be like for international crime. I like how excited they are about things like that they are not done with the project yet. And they are proud of it, that they want to even continue on with it. Another fun part during the press conference was when they were holding the giant inhalers, which Thailand is famous for right now. It's one of the products that they are famous for. And then they wore the big loose pants. Like they wore it over their actual clothes. And that just showed how endearing the cast is to the people and how how game they are with things. So it was a moment. Like I was shocked that they did that, to be honest. And it was nice to see how cool and how fun they are. After the press conference, we were able to see the cast one more time. And this was like a closer encounter, and I'm glad that we were given the chance to hang out with them for a bit. So I told them that this is how we post in the Philippines. Tama naman, no? I didn't ask them to do it, but they just went ahead and did it. I was like, this is pogi. I don't know if they got the sound. But this is the cast oh my gosh, don't you just love them? Look at them. They're just like posing, picture. Like, they get it. Like, thank you. But then I was stuck doing this. They moved on na pala to other poses. Like, duh, Kay, gumalaw ka. This is not like a one photo thing because, Sean was taking the photos like in the speed of light. So I was just like, hindi ako nakasabay, guys. So ako, parang na-stuck ako dito. Sila nag-iba-iba na. Mapapagalitan ako ng lolo ko. Speaking of my lolo, kasi he's like that eh. Dapat kailangan magpapalit ka ng posing. Tapos parang, gumalaw ka. Hindi ko alam, na-stuck ako sa pogi. Kasi ano pa ba ang Filipino pose? Diba? Parang, naubos ako. Anyway, practice na lang for next time. Kasi sila, hindi ako nakasabay sa Agos ng Tadhana. But, yeah, I don't think I'll ever forget this day. It's just one of those highlights, especially because Ann Curtis is also here and she's just equally, no, she's more happy. She's just like, she is a joy to watch. One of the things you have to know about Ann Curtis is that if you're not Filipino, she's like one of the biggest stars. And because she's one of the biggest stars, it is just the craziest thing that she is that down to earth. So just being with her all day, that level of excited and happy is just a joy. To be at close range with like people that you don't expect to be like that, people who've become so close to you. It's so nice. And Anne, come, join me. Guess who just stepped into our Case Drama podcast?
Surprise!
A star, but also a K-drama fan. So I think it's because of Ann Curtis that I was really fully able to achieve my fangirlness.
Explain why.
There are levels to it because we were batchmates in Fangirl Academy.
Yes. I think we started round about the same time.
Yeah, and can you imagine when people say pumila ka, which means be like,
Fall in line.
be a real fan, support your boss, and we
also
did all
fall in
that.
line. And also fall in line because like some of them say that they've been fan girls or boys for the longest time and we're like newbies.
No.
But now, like I remember at one point there was like I was asking my friends, I was so happy that you were part of like that bandwagon that we got on because I have friends back then who were telling me like, no,
I'm not
they don't
gonna
wanna
get
watch
into
it.
it,
I'm not into it. And then the pandemic happened and then they
Yes.
all started watching.
And that's a bit late.
And then I was the one who finally said, pumila kayo.
Pumila kayo. Kami
Pumila
pumila.
kayo.
And now look where we are. We're here.
We're
like,
here.
In a blue carpet premiere
I
in
know.
Bangkok. And the just seeing you at breakfast today, being so giddy, and then being giddy myself,
I know.
it allows me to be like my full giddy.
Yeah.
I don't know why other people can't get on this level. You gotta get on this level to fully enjoy.
No, there are a lot, but I have to say we are fairly blessed and lucky
Correct.
to be in this position.
Right.
And sometimes I get comments where they say, "Thank you for living out my fangirl dreams," because we share that same admiration.
Yes.
Especially for the art and craft that they're doing, which is basically almost the same. It is the same
it's
industry
actually
that
very
we are in.
inspiring. Like all the things that they do, and it's nice to see how things work at this scale. It's inspiring. Now maybe also our local productions will get it on this level.
Yeah, like a learning experience also
yes.
for
We do pick up, and we're not just here to fangirl. Also, we're also like taking notes,
learning from it,
Yes.
and and that's the best way to learn actually by watching and admiring other people's work.
Yeah, and I guess just trying on all the shoes.
Exactly.
Especially, I saw that you brought so many shoes because you're just so
I
excited.
did.
For
I just didn't know what I was
everything.
going to wear
The
today.
outfits,
I had
the
a lot of
look.
shoes. Yeah, I was just so excited. And you know, it was really such a fun experience to be here and to be with you.
We finally get to do this like
know.
here,
Together.
together. Yeah.
So
we made it.
we made it.
And it was so nice to see you so happy also. I was just like
Yeah.
watching you.
And the cast was so nice.
They are. So
very,
please
very nice.
support Good Boy on Prime Video.
Good boy because they are literally good boys and girls. So you
Yes.
definitely have to catch this on Prime Video.
Yes, and thank you, Anne, for passing by. We will have our full episode, I think, in Rockstar.
Yes,
which
let's
is
do
our
it.
karaoke. If you don't know that we have a karaoke, please go to Rockstar KTV. That we have branches in GH Mall
Asamora.
and of course Glorieta Makati's, and very soon another one in SM Mall of Asia.
So watch out for that.
Yeah, thank you, Anne.
Thank you, Kay. K-drama. K-drama. Kamsahamnida. Maraming salamat po.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Anne Curtis, for dropping by Case Drama. Yes, we will have a full episode with her next time. We need a proper catch up. And this was a good catch up, actually. It's funny that we never meet in Manila. But yeah, we met up here because the last time she was on Showtime, ako naman, I was shooting for Quezon. So, wow, busy as an artista. We had the opportunity to talk to the cast, and I wanted to just at least tell them my second question or my option question. If you had to trade your weapon for a musical instrument, boxing gloves, the saber, or the rifle, what instrument would you get? And what song would you sing to conquer the world and remove the forces of bad? Parang ganun. That was my second question. I'm a big fan of just the musical exploits of anybody. And of course, seeing Park Bo-gum do a lot of musical shows is just a joy because he plays piano rather well. Like, he's playing for everyone and they are singing all these songs and he sings so well also. I know that Lee Seung-gi also plays guitar, so I was curious, like, do they jam? And I wasn't able to get the answers because, of course, it was like a limited interaction. But yeah, I just wanted, kind of curious, like, if they had like a band, right? Or, you know, if they had some free time on set, what would they play? What instrument would Kim So-yoon play? Or would she be the singer? That's kind of cute to imagine. Like, I wonder what that would be like in an alternate universe. What would their police force unit look like? Still saving the world. Yeah, so that's my second question that I didn't get to ask. But I think everything will be answered if you guys watch the show on Prime Video. So the title is Good Boy. If you haven't subscribed to Prime Video, do so now. And tell us what you think about episode 1. That's it for now. Let's talk about episode 1 next time. And thank you so much to Sean, my everything, for being here for K's Drama. Thank you to my entire team. Esther Aliyah is here. Thank you to my stylist, Sydney Yap. Thank you again, Ate Esther Aliyah, for doing my hair and makeup and being a cameraman for the first time today. Thank you to Atelier Debbie Ka for my outfit. Thank you to my headband. Thank you to all of you who just support Case Drama Podcast. Tell your friends about it so that we can do more stuff. Diba? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are filled with gratitude. Kamsahamnida. Kapunka. No, I really want to say that it would be great. Like, at one point, I would love to like have a longer, more candid conversation with all of you. I mean, as an actor myself, I'm always so curious about how things are done in other places because I'm not just a fan because I'm a fan, but I also want to produce and have better content and better shows, better movies, and better plays come from our country as well. I just want to say thank you also for being such inspirations. The way you say things like we train for 6 months that's the standard. And it's not even like, oh, it was so tiring. It's not, you don't say things like that. It's just really, you are setting new standards and I am so grateful for that. And thank you for sharing the systems and how you make your very successful shows, because we need to learn best practice. That sounds like a nerd. Yeah, so when you do reveal certain secrets, trade secrets, it's actually amazing that you are so generous, because you're teaching us what else we could do to make things better. So yeah, thank you, and hope to see you guys like on the Case Drama set one day, right? Who knows? Yes, tell us, we'll be there. Because Case Drama is going places. 감사합니다.